Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the month of October. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Aries. Now I'm using a bunch of decks. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Prism Oracle deck, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. If you do watch my content regularly, please do hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. All right. This is about good enough to me. We'll take 3 of these, and we'll also take 1, 2, 3 of these here. All right. Cool. Energy on the bottom of the deck. You have the Magician. So the Magician is really a card that indicates manifestation. This is a good sign for you, okay? Some of you manifesting happiness at this time as you have this 10 of Cups in the middle. We'll talk about that more as you go along. I do have to say, really like the energy here for you at this time, Aries. The Magician card says that you really have everything that you need in your life to build something. You can see that they have all of the tools already in the palm of their hands. They don't need to go on Amazon to buy anything. They don't need to take a course. Like, they have it all, right? The problem is the Magician needs to take action. Okay, they have to take action on their goals. They have all the skills, they have all the abilities, all the talents in the world, but they must actually go for it, and they must actually see it through to the end. And so I think that I'm talking to a bunch of very skilled people here, very talented people, very capable people, not only because of the Magician, but also the King of Wands, the Page of Wands as well here. And so, yeah, I think that is not the issue. I think, striking a balance between having a desire and having a wish and taking action on the wish is probably what's coming in for you in this month. And that is a good problem to have because it's a very manageable problem. You know what you need to do. In the overall situation, you have the 10 of Cups. So this middle card is important because it informs the rest of the cards. And the 10 of Cups is an extremely positive card. It's one of the most positive cards to find in the tarot. This is about your happiness. For you, you're manifesting happiness at this time with the Magician on the bottom, with the 10 of Cups showing up in the middle, and how this is also kind of bleeding in or informing the rest of the cards. This can be around good family energy. This can be around maybe building a family. This can be around abundance. Generally, it's like finding the final cup at the end of the rainbow. You can see the people here on the bench, they own the home behind them. And so this can also represent abundance generally in one's life. But really, when you get the 10 of Cups, it's like bliss and euphoria. It's like a windfall of happiness. And for some of you here, this middle column, like specifically towards the middle of the month, looks incredible for you. And, this might be connected to happiness in business or happiness in work, something like that going on. But yeah, I mean, it could also, what's even better is that the fire energy with the wands here connects to you, Aries, or it can connect to you. And so I think it's your happiness, like individually, and manifesting that for yourself. Now, at the beginning of the month, you have the 5 Swords, 5 Pentacles, and the Page of Wands here showing up. So you do have this double 5 energy, all right? So these are maybe challenges that are coming in here at the beginning of the month. The 5 of Swords, this can feel like there's been a blow dealt to you in some ways. This person here in the background is down but not out. This suggests that you are the person in this card, and this is the person who won. But the thing about the 5 of Swords is it's totally recoverable. When you get the 5 of Swords, you're not out of the game. Okay, you're temporarily waving your flag here, but take note that the sun rays are coming out of this person, indicating that there are good things to come, right? You might be down now, but you're not out forever when you get the 5 of Swords. So, for some of you, you may be thinking about some sort of defeat that is happening here at the beginning of the month, or that has happened before in the past. And what's maybe challenging for you is that this is combined with the Five of Pentacles, which can talk about your feeling of unworthiness. And so it's possible that there was a person here that really cut you, right? Metaphorically, I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about like mentally or spiritually hurt you or cut you in some ways. And this might be really bleeding into your happiness, okay? This might be really putting a drain on your confidence as well. On a different level, there's another very clear storyline here that some of you were let go of. Some of you potentially have lost a job. Or what's happening is this Page of Wands suggests that you did not get the opportunity you applied for. Okay, the Page of Wands is a job offer or a job opportunity. And what I will say is, considering the very positive energy in the middle of this reading, what I will say is that if you find yourself in a situation where you don't get called back, or you haven't gotten an opportunity, there's a reason for that, and it's because whatever's aligning here in the middle is much, much better. And so I actually think that is probably the core message for you here, which is at the beginning of the month, if there's something that goes wrong connected to an invitation or an offer, or if somebody even hurt you in some ways mentally by saying something that was mean or hurtful, this connection is falling out for a reason. And there is something much, much greater here in the month of October that is coming in for you, or in the future. So in the middle of the month, you have the King of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, and you also have the Ace of Wands showing up here. All right, so we have all of this fire energy with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands. And we do have equal amount of Pentacles, but it just seems like the Wands energy here is really sticking out for me. Towards the end of the month, I think your shift of focus will go towards finances or money, but right now here in the middle of the month, you have this Ace of Wands, and you actually have my classic combination of self-employment, or being a business owner, or being an entrepreneur. Ace of Wands can be associated with like side hustles or side gigs, or just getting started on a business. It's the spark, it's the initial spark that you need to get started on something. The King of Wands is a classic entrepreneur in the tarot, okay? And so, this could be something connected to owning a business, starting a business, so on and so forth here at this time, with this King of Wands energy and the Ace of Wands showing up. This is also connected with the Ten of Cups, which is windfalls of happiness. It is abundance. It is good energy, good vibes, good times. And it is all of those sorts of things wrapped up into a tarot card. And so whatever this opportunity here is, whatever you're getting started on here with this Ace of Wands, King of Wands, this is not only going to make you very happy, but this will also be something that you are extremely passionate about. And this is something that you can really see yourself throwing yourself into, okay? Now, I think that this is connected to work more than anything. Obviously, could be a passionate relationship. We only have one Cups card with the Ten of Cups. It is in the middle, which is significant. But I will say that connection could, down the road, turn into something long-term. If you are here for love, this will start off as a passionate connection, and maybe down the road here might turn into something long-term. But I think for more of you, this is about a business, okay? And this is about you following your passions in career instead of staying in a situation here that was not working out. So going back with this Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, some of you might not get the opportunity that you thought you were going to get. There might be a rejection here in some ways. Know that rejection is protection, and also know that whatever's aligning here in the middle is extremely good, for you, okay? Now, towards the end of the month, you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So the Seven of Pentacles, this is long-term situations. It can be a long-term relationship in love. Again, this might start off very passionate here because you have this diagonal here forming with the Page of Wands, Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. And diagonals are directions that you're headed in this spread. And so for you, it might not seem like it starts off as long-term, but it could eventually grow into that for some of you if you're here for love. Now, more of you are not here for love. More of you are here for entrepreneurship, business, career. And Seven of Pentacles, you're really thinking about, you're strategizing right now. Not only with the Seven of Pentacles, but also this Seven of Swords. This can talk about strategy. This person needed a strategy in place before they could steal the swords, right? And this could say that you have formed that for yourself here. You are building this long-term strategy, and you are, looking at it. You're looking at your situation for the long haul, right? You're taking a long haul approach to something, and this is especially supported by the Knight of Pentacles, which is about results. But the Knight of Pentacles is about results driven from putting time into something. Okay. This person has worked very hard for their harvest, right? They've planted a seed a long time ago, and it's finally coming in. It's taken time. Again, whatever it is that you're working on here, it's going to feel very, very good with this middle column, okay? But it will take some time to fully bloom, and that's okay, because good things take time. I know it's cliche, whatever, probably not what you want to hear, but that's truth. That is the truth. And so very, very good things coming in for Aries at this time. Let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the situation even more by looking at these oracle cards. So you have sadness, cleanse, and creativity. So sadness is all about, this is all about, obviously, potentially you at the beginning of the month here feeling like something didn't go right or something went wrong here for you. The cleanse and the creativity is interesting. Cleanse says, I feel like some of you here are looking to, this cleanse and sadness energy with this Five Pentacles, Five Swords. This is about removing yourself from whatever happened at the beginning of the month here with these two fives, and maybe even clearing your energy, but it's more like removing yourself from whatever happened there. There is this energy of creativity in the middle with the King of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Wands in that middle column. And I feel like there's like a light bulb going off, or there's some sort of spark here that's starting for you. You have official person, journey, and mature man. So for some of you, official person is my HR card, human resources. The journey card means that you're maybe going through a long sort of path at this time, which I definitely feel is the case for you. And the mature man, it's interesting. I do want to get a second, a fourth card here, main female. Okay, so there could be like an interesting partnership here forming, in business or in love. This is probably not something that you expected to happen, or probably not something that you were really on the lookout for, but alas, that's how sometimes it goes. Not getting much from these cards, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the tarot cards. Let's get some more clarification. Now, I do really appreciate you spending your time with me. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. So you have the Star card, the Nine of Swords, and also the Three of Cups. So remember I said that there might have been somebody who like really dealt a blow to you, somebody who really hurt you in some ways, with the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords. And there's this Nine of Swords energy as well here, where it's just like you are feeling defeated. You are feeling like mentally, you might be going through something right now. I definitely feel like some of you are going to be removing somebody from your life. You're cleansing. a connection that you have by setting boundaries and by just feeling the way that, that this person makes you feel, and recognizing that that's not how you want to feel in life or in this situation. I definitely get the sense that that could be the case. This person might be an Aquarius with the Star card. Okay, but on a different level, the Star card is also connecting to this idea that if you are getting rejected or if you are not getting the job that you've been hoping for, this Star energy is saying that this is actually a blessing. Okay, this is actually a wish come true for you. This is something that you might not see now, but will end up becoming an extremely positive scenario for you. Remember, I said if there's rejection here, it's because there's something much better showing up, Aries, for you. And so, you know, I think especially because this is being clarified here with this Page of Wands. You have the Six of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Wands. All right, so the Six of Wands here, you know, this is about victory, success, exceeding expectations, you know, going the distance, and really this is like a second win in the Suit of Wands energy. This says that you can be confident knowing that you have worked hard to, you know, outlast the competition, to remove any obstacles in your path, and this can really feel like a big victory or a big win in one's life when you get the Six of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's extremely practical in their approach. They are very good with money. They prefer to like save and spend, save money instead of spend money, or if they do spend money, it's because they can, like they have money to spend money. They don't spend money when they don't have it. You also have this Six of Cups, which is connected to something from the past. This could be someone or something from your past that might be showing back up. So remember here, you have this manifestation card on the bottom with the Magician. And I think that for some of you, there's something that you've always wanted in your life that could be coming in at this time. Because I talked about how, you know, there might be like some sort of rejection or some sort of challenge here at the beginning of the month. But again, this makes way for something really nice to enter and arrive for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is in the last column here. So you have the King of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands, and you also have the Empress. So the Empress is major abundance in the tarot. You know, you have this Empress card with the Ten of Cups in the middle. You have the Seven of Wands as well, which is all about competition. There is something about here like you outlasting the competition, or you might be in some sort of competitive job or competitive space, something like that that's going on here. But again, I think that you are probably outworking the competition. I think that some of you are maybe even like more knowledgeable than others with this King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody who's like a subject matter expert or somebody who's like super knowledgeable on a topic. You know, you have that combined with like this idea of competition or somebody trying to get in your way. The thing is that this Empress and this Knight of Pentacles really suggest that if you put in the work, you will absolutely have a reward that is coming in, okay? The Empress is the biggest card of abundance in the tarot, and there is some sort of conflict or competition that is here. But the thing is, if you keep going on this situation, this can really provide a nice outcome for you. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups, which is all about choices, decisions, confusion. I think for some of you, the solid routines, the healthy habits, and you know, also leaning in on the knowledge that you have. Remember, you have all these abilities here already in the palm of your hands, especially with the King of Swords as well. So you have the ability to really do something amazing. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.